reconnaissance are the initial steps in the process of ethical hacking and penetration. These phases involve gathering as possible about the target organization to identify potential vulnerabilities and plan further testing. And here's a detailed. What pictures that? Is the process of collecting data about it. It is to understand its security. This phases involves both passive and active techniques to gather information. These are of types. They are passion footprint. The objective here is to collect information without directly interacting with the target. Methods include open source intelligence or using publicly available sources such as search engines, social media, public records, and websites. The US lookup, retrieving domain registration details, DNS interrogation, gathering DNF records to understand the domain structure. And also website analysis is done. Here, reviewing the website content, comments, metadata, and linked resources. All these are done. Next, we have an active footprinting. The objective here is to directly interact with the target to gather information. The methods include ping sweeps, sending ICMP echo requests to identify active devices, port scanning, scanning for open ports and services using tools like NAP and traceroute mapping. Traceroute mapping, the path data takes to reach the target to identify intermediary devices. Reconnaissance. So it is often used interchangeably with footprinting, but it can be seen as a broader term encompassing all the preliminary data gathering activities. It includes both passive and active techniques and aims to build a comprehensive profile of the target. In the world of cybersecurity, reconnaissance is the critical first step and it can be broadly classified into two types: passive and active. Passive reconnaissance involves collecting information without the target's knowledge. This includes monitoring social media, public websites, forums to gather relevant information about the target. On the other hand, active reconnaissance involves direct interaction with the target systems to gather more detailed data. Techniques used here include network scanning, vulnerability scanning, and banner grabbing, which helps in identifying software versions and services running on the target system. Let's let's resolve into some key techniques and tools used in the process of reconnaissance. First, we have social engineering, where individuals are manipulated into revealing confidential information. Common tactics include phishing, pretexting, and even dumpster diving. Next is network scanning, utilizing tools like NAB to discover live hosts, open ports, and running services on the network. Website footprinting is another crucial technique where tools like HT, Track, Burpsuit, and Nicto analyze a target's website to gather information about its structure. Technologies used and potential vulnerabilities are also here. Email footprinting involves extracting information from email headers and metadata. DNS interrogation uses tools like NSLOOKUP, DIG, and DNC to gather information about DNS service and records. Lastly, UI lookup with tools like LOUS, net, and domain tools is used to obtain domain registration information. Understanding the importance of footprinting and reconnaissance has programmed these processes help in earlier vulnerability understanding within systems and the network. This information gathered is pivotal for planning attacks as it is used to execute further. It also allows ethical hackers to gain a comprehensive understanding of the target's infrastructure, aiding in crafting more effective attacks and defenses. However, it's imperative that ethical hackers perform these activities within legal boundaries and with proper authorization to avoid any legal repercussions. In conclusion, footprinting and reconnaissance are some type of tools here. So, in this way, here we can conclude that footprinting and reconnaissance are the tools in the arsenal of ethical hacking. They allow security professionals to gather detailed information about their targets, which is foundational for identifying vulnerabilities and planning effective penetration tests by using a combination of passive and active techniques. Ethical hackers can ensure a thorough understanding of the target's security posture while maintaining the highest ethical standards. All this reconnaissance and footprinting all are done properly.